Welcome to today's Explainer. We're jumping right into a totally fascinating strategy from our source material on how to actually reverse engineer a resume. Now, we aren't just talking about slapping together a list of your work history here. We're going to look at how to design a highly targeted, strategic document that is custom built for the modern hiring landscape.
So let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered why your beautifully designed resume just got instantly rejected? You probably spent hours hunting down this sleek multi-column template, maybe added some custom icons. But ironically, that flashy aesthetic might literally be the exact reason you were disqualified before a human even laid eyes on your application. It's a massive trap, and we're going to see why. Here is our game plan for today. We're going to quickly hit the two audience reality, then decoding job blueprints, passing the so what test, the two resume system, and wrap up with strict formatting rules. Let's get to it. Starting off with section 1, the two audience reality. Okay, so here is the wild twist of modern job hunting. A human being actually isn't your first reader. It's a piece of software called the Applicant Tracking System, or ATS. And as we know, these systems basically just filter applications based on keywords. But the absolutely crucial takeaway here is that writing for this machine must fundamentally dictate your design. If this strict digital gatekeeper doesn't see its required keywords, perfectly qualified candidates are instantly tossed out, no exceptions. And this leads us directly into what the source material perfectly calls the template trap. The thing is, ATS software generally cannot read text inside graphics, and it gets super confused by non-standard columns. So that beautifully designed Canva template you spent hours on, it's basically just an expensive way to confuse a robot. A plain, standard, completely boring single-column format is technically superior every single time. Moving right along to Section 2, decoding the job blueprint. Our source material completely reframes how you should look at job descriptions. They aren't just a list of demands, they are literal blueprints. Think of it like an open book test. If a posting for Riverside Books asks you to handle cash, restock merchandise, and use a point-of-sale system, the employer is just handing you the exact target keywords you need. Your job is to naturally weave those precise terms right into your experience. It's like a giant puzzle where they gave you the answer key.
All right, Section 3, passing the so what test.
Now, once you get past the bot, for every single item on your resume, the human hiring manager is secretly asking, so what? If you just write member of the school chess club, well, to a hiring manager, that's just trivia. But if you rewrite it as developed strategic thinking and problem-solving skills as a 2-year member competing in 6 tournaments, boom, you've just transformed a casual hobby into a quantified, powerful demonstration of transferable skills. Look, I hear you. Tailoring every single application from scratch sounds totally exhausting. That is exactly why the text introduces this awesome concept called the two resume system. Step 1 is building the master resume. This is a massive kitchen sink document with literally every skill and accomplishment you've ever had. You never ever send this out. Step 2 is the tailored one-page cut. You just copy the master, aggressively trim away the fluff, and keep only what answers the so what for that specific job. It's a total game changer. Next up, Section 4. Let's look at a case study, the high school advantage. So let's see how this actually plays out for early career applicants. Take Maria. She's applying for a retail job but doesn't have retail experience. So what does she do? She emphasizes her school library experience, highlighting her organization skills from shelving books. Brilliant. Then you have James, who wants a marketing internship without having any corporate experience. He highlights his freelance Canva design and tracks how he increased Instagram engagement for the student government by over 4%. Same strategy, completely different job blueprints. The source text sums this up perfectly, saying, neither student has traditional corporate experience, but both present their real activities as professional accomplishments. This is such a vital takeaway for us. Volunteer work, freelance gigs, school clubs, these are powerful assets when you just translate them into the professional language the employer is already using. And finally, Section 5, strict formatting rules. Okay, so you've appeased the bot, you've engaged the human, but readability is your absolute final hurdle here. And the formatting rules, they are largely non-negotiable. Keep it to one page only, especially if you're early in your career. Use standard headings like experience and education so the ATS doesn't trip up. Stick to professional fonts, think Calibri or Arial. Maintain half-inch margins, and for the love of everything, always save it as a PDF or docx. Clean formatting basically signals that you respect a busy recruiter's very limited time. So, I want to leave you with a final thought to chew on today.
If a strict algorithm scanned your resume right now, this very second, what story would it tell the human hiring manager? Would it see a messy, unreadable template, or would it see a perfectly structured blueprint proving your transferable skills? Looking at your resume through this dual audience lens really changes the whole shebang. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Now go take a fresh look at that resume.